You've probably heard the phrase, if it all goes wrong, I'll just move abroad. But what if that door is already closing, quietly, strategically, and faster than you think? In 2025, something is shifting. More and more countries that once welcomed Americans with open arms are now rolling back the red carpet, tightening rules, and in some cases, slamming the door shut altogether. It's not a conspiracy theory, it's policy. And for millions of Americans dreaming of a fresh start overseas, the reality check is about to hit. Stick around, because number 7 on this list might change your entire retirement plan. Number 1, Canada, no longer America's escape hatch. Canada has long been the dream fallback, safe, stable, with free healthcare and a similar culture. But in 2025, that dream is cracking. With sky-high housing costs and crumbling infrastructure, Canada has reached a tipping point. Immigration caps have tightened. Processing times for permanent residency have nearly doubled, and American applicants without in-demand job skills or high incomes are being deprioritized. One retired couple in Nova Scotia, residents for 12 years, were denied renewal because their pension no longer met sustainability requirements. They were told to leave within 60 days. Canada isn't angry, it's overwhelmed. And for Americans looking north, Plan B may no longer be an option. Number 2, Mexico. From haven to headache. Mexico has historically been America's backyard refuge. Retirees, digital nomads, remote workers all flooded in. But in 2025, enforcement is back in style. Over 1 million Americans overstayed tourist permits last year, many working under the table or avoiding taxes. Now the Mexican government is cracking down. Fines for overstays have quadrupled. Deportations for unregistered work are becoming routine. And locals are frustrated. Rents in hotspots like Tulum and Mexico City have exploded. As one Oaxaca cafe owner said, "They come with their laptops and dollars, but they don't invest in the culture. They price us out." Americans can still live here, but expect deeper background checks, tax compliance, and cultural pushback. Number 3, China, exit stage, left. China has moved beyond suspicion. It's now openly rejecting American presence. Tensions with the U.S. have made American expats targets for silent blacklisting, sudden visa denials, and even detainment. An American tech consultant with a valid work visa was stopped at the Shanghai airport and told to board a return flight. No explanation, no recourse. His company couldn't help. Neither could the U.S. Embassy. Even those allowed to stay report 24/7 surveillance, restricted housing contracts, and increasing hostility. If you're American and still living in China in 2025, you're doing it while holding your breath. Number 4, United Arab Emirates. Glittering but guarded. The UAE may still look like a luxury haven from the outside, but behind the glamour is a rising wall of scrutiny. The 2025 Stability Directive includes deep dives into foreigners' finances, social media, and even private messages. One American freelancer in Dubai was deported after posting a meme about traffic congestion. No trial, no warning, just a canceled visa and a permanent ban. Dubai isn't saying no Americans. It's saying, be quiet, be rich, and never cross a cultural line, or leave. The margin for error is razor thin. Number 5, Hungary. Charm fading, doors closing. Budapest has long been a quiet expat favorite. But Hungary's nationalist leadership is pivoting away from foreign residents, particularly liberal English-speaking ones. In 2025, new requirements demand fluency in Hungarian, proof of cultural integration, and documentation of financial self-sufficiency. One American photographer living in Pest for 7 years had his renewal denied with a single phrase: insufficient contribution to national values. It's not overt hostility, it's quiet attrition. Americans are feeling pushed out not by laws, but by a system that no longer wants them to stay. Number 6, the Philippines, a harsh turn from hospitality. For decades, the Philippines was one of the friendliest countries toward Americans, shared language, shared history, and warm cultural ties. But in 2025, even this long-standing alliance is straining. The government has overhauled its special resident retirees visa program. Minimum age raised, financial thresholds doubled, and all retirees now face annual audits, in-person interviews, and health system contribution checks. One 73-year-old U.S. Navy veteran who had lived peacefully in Davao for over 15 years was suddenly denied renewal. His crime? Missing 2 compliance interviews while recovering from surgery. He was given 21 days to leave. Hospitals have also sounded the alarm. One report revealed nearly $800,000 in unpaid medical bills, largely from aging American expats. The message is clear. You're still welcome, if you bring money, paperwork, and no problems. Number 7. Thailand. Smiles. With strings attached. Thailand's reputation as a paradise for American backpackers, retirees, and remote workers is taking a sharp bureaucratic turn. In 2025, the Secure Thailand initiative was launched. Long-stay visas now demand 3,000-plusers, verified monthly income, Thai health insurance, a global clean criminal record, biometric check-ins every 90 days. Even the elite Thai Elite Visa, once the golden ticket for wealthy expats, is under audit. Nearly 2,000 memberships revoked in the last year alone. One popular American YouTuber in Chiang Mai was banned after joking about Thai politics in a vlog. He later admitted, "I thought it was harmless. I was wrong." Thailand still smiles, but now it checks your paperwork and watches your social feed. Number 8. Portugal. From digital darling to digital overload. Portugal's golden visa, sunny coasts, and tax breaks made it a top American relocation spot. But in 2025, Lisbon is pushing back. Locals are fed up. Rents have doubled in some areas. Short-term rentals have gutted traditional neighborhoods. And protests, specifically targeting digital nomads, have gone viral under slogans like, "Lisbon isn't your laptop." New policies now limit remote work visa quotas, require Portuguese language certification, and force proof of long-term housing contracts, not Airbnbs. Even existing golden visa holders must now prove they are physically present for 183-plus days a year. One tech couple from Austin, who ran a 6-figure business remotely, had their visa revoked after a routine audit revealed they'd only lived in country for 4 months. Portugal isn't slamming the door, but it is locking it behind new conditions. Number 9. Japan. Respect required. Rules doubled. Japan never made immigration easy, but 2025 has taken the gatekeeping to a new level. A revised respect and stability clause now requires all long-term foreign residents to pass Japanese language and cultural tests, show community involvement, volunteering, local membership, etc. Renew residency yearly, not biannually. The catalyst? A rise in foreign-led social media accounts mocking local customs and a high-profile bar fight in Osaka involving an American tourist. That incident dominated headlines and shifted public mood overnight. Since then, Americans are reporting increased police stops, stricter housing contracts, and difficult visa renewals, especially for students and freelancers. One Tokyo-based game designer said, "I followed every rule for 5 years, and still my renewal was labeled under review for 6 months. I took the hint. I left." In Japan, the bar for welcome is still high, and for many, now out of reach. Number 10. Germany. Bureaucracy meets burnout. Germany was once the crown jewel of American expat life, stable, efficient, affordable compared to the US, and filled with job opportunities. But in 2025, a new phrase has entered the immigration lexicon: bureaucratic exhaustion. Germany has introduced sweeping reforms that quietly discourage non-EU residents. Visa interviews now require German fluency. Renewal forms are only accepted in person. And remote workers, previously welcomed, must now pay full local taxes, including Social Security, even without a local client. American freelancers and artists, especially in Berlin, are being pushed out by paperwork alone. A once thriving American creative collective in Neukölln closed shop after 4 of its members were denied renewals within the same month, each for a different technicality. Germany doesn't need to say no. It simply makes yes too hard to keep chasing. Conclusion: the passport isn't a promise anymore. So what's the bigger picture here? These aren't isolated shifts. They're part of a global recalibration. Countries are looking inward, protecting infrastructure, culture, and identity. And while the American passport still carries weight, it no longer guarantees a warm welcome. If you're thinking of relocating abroad, it's time to trade entitlement for strategy. Learn the language, know the laws, understand what you bring to the table. Because 2025 is making one thing very clear: the world is changing, and if you want a seat at the table, you can't just show up with a passport anymore. Are you living abroad right now? Have you noticed any of these shifts firsthand? Or are you rethinking your relocation plans after watching this? Drop your story in the comments below.